Yo, what's happening, world? Name's Raheem Flowers. I swear I didn't think it was gonna rain today, but this is a perfect setting because Dave Chappelle, the legend, the comedian himself, he rained on the whole parade when it came to a lot of people who would be considered liberal-minded and the whole LGBTQ, and he pulled Jesse Smollett's card. I watched that stand-up. That was hilarious. Not only was it hilarious though, it was very tactful. You see, he beat these cultural Marxists at their own game, because you have to understand, speaking and dialectical approach these days is like a game of operation. You got to be careful with how you inject your words and you try to pull people in. You know what I mean? And Chappelle really cracked the code, especially when he was using the alphabets. He definitely understood the algorithms within dealing with people with a cultural Marxist mindset. And now they want to get mad at him and they want to downgrade the reception that he's got as of recent. But the views that he gets otherwise than what people are saying and these commentators, everybody loves it. So you have to understand, you could feel some type of way about what he said, but it was the truth. Besides, Jesse Smollett has that Jewish lineage, no coincidence. It's just similar, and it made me think about Omar Washkow, who was the creator of Black Planet. And you see how he has Jewish lineage as well. But then these people want to be identified as black. They're basically like Tracy Ellis Ross. they just like Tracy Ross, who's in a show called Black-ish. And it's funny that I've been reading on the destruction of black civilization with Chancellor Williams, and he talks about how the so-called mulattoes would replace black people or find ways to replace them, and they basically are used by other outside forces, namely and mainly so-called Caucasians, to dominate so-called black people by creating all this confusion, by being able to identify with one group of people when it's convenient, but then want to step and fall back when it's to their own inconvenience. So these are things that I've noticed and things that I've peeped for quite some time. So I tip my hat off to you, Dave Chappelle, for being able to crack that code in a way that no one really has been able to do it. I've been hearing about the term cultural Marxism since I was like 19 back in 2011, and I'm glad that you pulled their card. But I expect that from a legend. I expect that from a man who turned down a $50 million deal. Although I'm not gonna lie, Chappelle did say some suspect shit in his Netflix specials in regards to trannies, so I'm not sidestepping that at all. In addition, it even made me think about that dude from Empire who said he's into trannies. Like, we living in some really weird times, bro. Like, for real. But yeah, man, I don't got too much to say, man. You cracked the code, man. Kudos, Dave Chappelle. Keep doing your thing, man. I'm glad to see your grand return. And that's the way to go, and that's the way to deal with it. And if that was your last special, and if they decided to blackball you because of that, hey man, at least you know you went out with a bang. Peace.